Hello, hello. I don't have earrings in. I feel a bit naked right now. I know I haven't gone live in a minute. What earrings do I wear? Oh my god, I didn't think about earrings. Let's do something slightly festive. Let's do something with balls. There's one. Okay, here's two. Okay. Do something slightly festive. Hey, how you guys doing? Good evening, good evening. Come on in. Of course, that one doesn't have my backing on it. What? But I have a bunch of backing, so I'm not even like concerned about that. Hey, readers for life, what's going on? What's going on? Good evening, welcome in tonight. Listen, we're gonna answer a bunch of questions and talk about one of my favorite stationery brands, Little Feet's Opus. Jean and I go way back. Jean and I go way back, but I'm also here to answer a lot of questions that you guys may have, especially in regards to like the videos that I put out or the Black Buying Guide. I'm here for I'm like Q&A and answer questions and talk about when Jean comes in from Little Feet's Opus, talk about what she's got going on with her brand, because I want people to get to know more of the Black business owners that I know. The balls may not work because I think they're going to be. So we're going to do the In Solidarity earrings. I love my In Solidarity earrings. So just remember, like, okay, I'm not sure if I remember the name of the brand for those other earrings. But all the earrings that I wear are from Black-owned businesses. All the earrings that I wear are from Black-owned businesses. Where is she at? There she is. Hey, I know, and it's early, like, because people are like, Sean, he don't usually post until like late at night, and like, yeah, I'm a night owl. I'm a night owl, uh, which I like. Yeah, I am a night owl. I love the night owl. I got to boogie. Yeah. So if anybody has questions about stationery or the Black businesses and the Black buying guide, there's Jean.
Hi.
And for those who don't know, I actually started out in stationery. We won't talk about that. We won't.
Well, it was fun. It's how we met.
This is, hey, Stacey T, what's going on? She says, been trying to reach you. Oh, and totally forgot to mention that our live chat is back up and running. So Monday through Friday, sorry, Monday through Saturday between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m., James will be answering the live chat. So if you're trying to get in touch with us a little bit faster, because when I tell you my DMs are exploding, and now I can understand why people say don't try to reach me on my DMs are exploding. The emails are insane. So the best way to probably to reach me if you want to get in touch with me like really quickly. And I see James, he's like texting me right now. Is literally just go to the live chat, like, hey James, I'm trying to get in touch with Shauna, and he'll push it over directly to me. She goes, I've been DMing now. DMing is like, when I say the DMs are like it's like a whole nother beast. I think people have to understand I'm not just on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I'm
On
on
everything.
YouTube. Yeah, I just and it's necessary to be on all these different platforms simply because um like just visibility. You have to different audiences are everywhere. And this is how scammers are being so successful because they are diversifying where they're posting. But we got something for that ass. I'm just saying, like we gonna come with it. Like we gonna come with it because I don't think people understand. I should have put this on. I keep forgetting to put like the image down here in the yeah. So this is Jean from Little Feet's Opus. Love Jean
Right.
stuff. And Jean, girl, I even went to Stacey Davis said she goes, girl, I even went to Threads. James is in the
Somebody reach out to Stacy. Stop.
hold on, let me do a quick screenshot. Let me go yeah. You have to move elsewhere, cut up on one plat. Yeah. Let me do a quick screenshot and I will try to reach out to you after the live. But yeah, there's just so much and there's Stacey. She's like, hey Jane. And for those who don't know Jane, Jane is like one of those beautiful, loving artists that design some of the most beautiful, amazing, simple artworks for stationery. And your artwork, like, and I know she won't do this, but I will. She won't toot her own horn, but I will. everywhere she shows up for every venue, almost every event, if there's a competition, Jean wins it. Like she's that girl. Like when we met at the New York Stationery Show, you won
Fine.
hands down. You and right, like you've got beautiful, loving. I need to like maybe I can lift this up a little bit higher so people can like see, but not see me because you don't really need to see me. You just need to see the artwork. You have some beautiful, beautiful artwork, and it's innocent, it's sweet. Like, how did you even get into all that? I never even asked you how you got into all this. Like,
I know, right? After all the conversations we've had and stuff,
yeah.
um, I have been drawing and writing in my notebook forever. Forever,
Mm.
forever, forever. Since I'm a kid, I kept like a little journal with the fake lock, and would write in my journal and stuff like that. And just always been a creative spirit. My professional background is in architecture. So I was in architecture for over 30 years after graduating from college. And, I am also a paper girl, right? I love paper. I love the feel of paper. I love all different paper. I'm the girl that goes into Hallmark and can't leave the store. Um,
But they
because
don't
I
have
gotta
enough. They don't have enough for
listen,
us with
listen.
enough variety.
Well, so the story goes.
We need more. We need more of this. We need more of
The,
this.
the story goes is that in 2016 I started pairing my artwork with my poetry.
Hmm.
And that's how the greeting cards came about. I started off with like 17, 15 designs. And then my youngest sister forced me to get on Instagram, uh, where I thought, anything I did would immediately get stolen, and stuff. So I was very reluctant to share. I didn't know how people would like take, what I was trying to share and stuff, because it's all very vulnerable when you're,
Yeah.
creating, these images that mean something and then pairing it with thoughts that you've had or conversations that you've had with people that mean something to you. So, I walked the stationery show the first time in, I think it was 2016 or 2017. And I remember walking the show and my mind was blown because I was like, it never occurred to me that these stores actually went somewhere
To
to
go
get
buy it.
the
Yeah.
stationery. Right. So I'm walking the show and the whole time I'm walking it, I'm like, where are we? Hmm. I don't see us. I saw one young lady and she was actually covering for somebody else. Like there was someone that had left their booth and she was covering for them. So I
Well,
was like,
somebody quickly asked a question. He said, "Are these in stores or do you have?" Yeah, you can get these online and in store.
yeah,
So like both.
I have a website, littlefeetsopus.com, that you can order the cards and stuff. And then I also have a small collection at Home Goods, of cards. So they have a small collection of my cards at Home Goods. They're also going to be dropping some of my Christmas holiday designs at Home Goods this season. So be sure to check
Now, is it going to be nationwide or
them.
is it regional?
Nationwide.
Girl, I
Over.
love how you hold on to this pertinent information. Like, okay, so what y'all don't know is I've known Jean now since 2019. And see, I have been wrecking my brain and trying to figure out how to get her in front of her camera to talk more about her products and stuff because she's that girl. Like, girl, what? And I know, we're on this like mega business boycott thing.
Yeah.
Here's
So let me tell you, but can I give you a little something about that?
okay, go
So
ahead. What you got? What you got?
so yes, we are on this mega business boycott thing. I used to want to be in Target. Like Target was like a big thing. I'm like, I haven't been in Target since like January. I was never one for like the Walmarts and stuff like that, but I wanted to do Barnes and Noble. No. So, but
She's like, that's
what I
crazy.
found with Home Goods is they approached me when all these stores were stripping DEI.
Mm-hmm.
They approached me and they went in deep and ordered quite a bit of cards from me. So to me, that let me know that, okay, these guys mean business.
They
They're
see
here
our
to
value.
support.
They see our value. Yeah.
And from them, I've been able to connect with other people. Like I've been able to connect with this foundation that's going to be launching, I think at the end of the year or the beginning of next year, where they want to help folks who have to bury their young. They want to be able to cover their expense.
Oh,
And they're asking me to do their artwork for them. Like it's been an absolutely amazing experience to reach more
more people.
people. Yeah,
And
and
if yeah, and I think some another thing that you could probably possibly touch on now that you are shipping as an entity. I find it really interesting that you didn't even send me a text message about this and tell me to share. I'm like, I feel like I don't know if I don't feel like completely loved. Like
oh
I'm just gonna have to like go off in a corner and just like grab a doll and stuff and be like, help
no,
me,
no,
help
no,
me, help me. It's okay. It's okay. I'll find it. I'm finding it. Um, take a drink or something. I don't know, but it's okay. I listen. I love the growth of Black-owned businesses, and I love the fact that people are seeing your value because I've seen how great your artwork and how hard you work every single day. I don't think people understand like the amount of work that goes behind just getting a business and especially a stationery brand, anything with images out in front of people with the concern that someone's going to steal your shit.
no.
Cause
The entrepreneurship game, this, is
uh
not for the weak
no,
of heart. It
uh-uh.
really isn't. And everybody needs to find how it works for them, right?
Yeah.
How it works for them. That's part of, they tell you the joy, oh, you get to have your own schedule and you get to do this and you get to do that. And yes, that is all true. You also get to
But
sometimes not have a life, like
exactly.
you get to have to figure out these things. And a lot of times you're a, what's the term they use now? Solopreneur,
Yeah, which is
where
a complete falsehood. There's no such thing as a solopreneur simply because of the fact that there is no way, like there's no such thing as you doing it all on your own. There's like
exactly.
you're not doing all your taxes, and even
No,
if you are, you're not making the paper because you have to go buy that paper from somebody. Like there is no
yep,
solopreneurship. She says, "Can you
exactly.
copyright what that keep them from stealing it?" No.
So,
Like
so all my,
yes and no. Yes and
yeah.
no.
So in the very beginning, I was not copywriting my images because, there is a blanket copyright once your image is born from you, right?
Yes.
So, I'm sorry, I have to decline a call.
They said,
Um,
she goes, where can we support? You can go to Little Feats Opus and you can
.com.
buy directly from our website,
Yes.
or in like 30 seconds, you can go to Home Goods because somebody just dropped that one in 2 seconds. You can go to Home Goods and just go buy. And she has and Jean has, like, I'll say, Little Feats Opus has such a distinctive like script that there's a distinctive mark of like it feels like it's very much hand drawn, very much like watercolor is like
Yeah.
but like black wispy. You got this black wispy watercolor like love everybody kind of feel, but very black forward, black angels,
So,
black flying
it,
hair, which I love the black flying hair.
so
Like,
that is my thing is that
well, somebody said
every
they saw it at Home Goods.
every image has a oh my gosh. Hold on one second, Shauna. I'm so sorry.
Jean forgot to put her phone on
I'm so,
mute.
I know.
It's okay. It's okay. No, but see, I think what people have to understand is, and Jean's going to be back in like 20 seconds, and then you get to see the full images of the full pictures of her images. But Jean has been in stationery for years. Like I started in stationery in 2019, and then for those of you who know the story, the only reason I stopped is because I woke up with a disease. I ended up being diagnosed with sarcoidosis. So after my diagnosis, I wasn't able to walk really. So that's how I ended up sitting in this chair. But I still love I still love talking about Black owned businesses. And to answer the question about does a copyright help and stop people from stealing it? No, like, this is the black wispy flying hair I love. No, people will steal stuff just because they can. And your job, once you've gotten something trademarked or copywritten, is to protect that trademark or copyright or patent. Like if somebody infringes upon your copyright, if someone infringes upon your trademark, you now have to protect it. Because if you don't protect it, failure to protect your trademark, your copyright means that you really it takes away of the solid ground that you have on that copyright protection if you don't protect it. So if you allow like three or four people to infringe upon your trademark or copyright, but then all of a sudden, on that 11th person, like you like, I'm gonna pick you to make an example of, then it makes it that much harder for you, especially as a small business, to protect that copyright. So it's a job, it's a full-on job. And theft from black artists, theft from black designers, theft from any type of black content creator is at an all-time high because black people love supporting black people. Y'all gonna see that video in like 30 seconds. And if you haven't noticed, well, maybe I didn't put that video up just yet. In like 2 seconds, we're going to talk about the takedown service that we're now offering. And you can participate and support us as we start taking down some of these scam videos and stolen content simply because they're scamming people. They're taking money out of the black community. And when you take money out of the black community, it makes it that much harder for us to thrive. So my whole thing is very black forward, supporting as many black owned business, good, good caveat, good black owned businesses as we possibly can. But these shady, shifty businesses and scammers can come in all shades and colors. Like it's not just a Hispanic thing or an Asian thing or something like that. Like people are scamming all over the globe. You've got people in Europe, you've got people in Africa, you've got people in Asia, people here in the United States actively scamming people. We just have to know who these people are. And for those of you who know, like I spend a lot of time split between like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Like these are primarily like the platforms that I'm kind of, set down on. But I don't when I see someone stolen content, yeah, I want to report that. But it takes like do I have enough time in a day? Like I don't think people understand like how many scams I see in the course of a day. So, so we had to hire, like when I say we, I had to go hire someone to make sure. She says, "Put me back in, coach." I had to hire someone to make sure that we can have a safer space so that we can go shopping. So yeah, we have James. Not only is going to be answering the live chat, James Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Will be in the live chat, and James is also being Mr. Headley doing like 8 jobs, and he's going to also be helping me take down some of these scamming websites and scam ads so that you don't get hustled in these social media streets, making it safer to go shopping. Hey, what's
You
going on?
you are a gem with this. I'm so serious. I do not like I see these Instagram ads and stuff like that, and I go straight to your guide and
Hey,
I
Tom,
look
what's
them
going on?
up to see if they are real or not. Because number one, AI is out of control.
AI
Okay,
is insane.
AI is out of control. Number two, these thieves are really, really great.
They're
That
good and
be
they're
rich,
fast.
that be rich. I'm like, mm,
So she is a black-owned holiday guard person, Little Feet's Opus. Like
I
somebody just said,
am.
she's looking for a black-owned holiday card. Like Little Feet's Opus, she's got one style. And here's the thing, like businesses like Jean is the CEO and owner of Little Feet's Opus. She's also the designer for all the artwork. Even if you don't like her aesthetic and her design aesthetic, she's okay with you shopping with another black designer.
Yeah,
That's how they
yes,
roll. Like
yes,
they
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. There is, that's one of the things that I learned going to the stationery show was that there was room.
Yeah.
There is
There's
room
room
for
for
everybody.
everyone.
And so many of my colleagues who are also, showing black and brown faces and all of that. Um their styles are different. We may even be doing like the same kind of messaging, but
Mhm.
it's different, right?
Yeah.
So I there's room for everybody. We can support everyone. And I'm never mad about
Yeah.
going to
Unless you
and
steal her
supporting
stuff, then
somebody
she's
else.
gonna like she turns into
Yeah,
like crouching
then
tiger,
it's
hidden
so
black woman.
the copyright stuff I was talking about was
Yeah.
that, when you have the copyright, whatever. If you send it into the copyright office, you are able to then do like legal action, right, towards someone who is
Infringing.
stealing your work. So that gives you a leg up in court, but it is extremely expensive.
Very
So
expensive, yeah.
so you have to gauge. There's so many of my colleagues who have to just kind of let it go
It,
because they can't afford to fight it, right? You can do a cease and desist. You can send, like you do, you can send something to Instagram. You can send something to Shopify. You can,
if you
you can do
see it,
all those
and that's the
things
thing.
if
If
you
you
see
see
it.
it, yeah.
But it's a very difficult thing, and it just really, really sucks that there are people out there
Who don't give a
in this
damn.
world who really just don't have a problem with doing that. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
And this is why I say, like, in this day and age, it's best now to start knowing who you should be shopping with or who you can be shopping with. And I never thought, like, and I've said this more than one occasion. I never wanted to build this black buying guide. I never, like, in the beginning I was just like, I don't want to build that.
Hmm.
Like, because I logistically,
Right,
I know what is required of me to keep building this out. And
right,
do I at the time I was still going to like doctor's appointments and trying to deal with like my health issues, and I'm like, I don't think I have the stamina right now to even build this out. And I was just like, okay, she goes, I'm sharing now. She goes, believe it, and she like it's just and as time went on, I'm like, okay, I get this, I see this, and people really want to know some of these businesses, and you don't have I don't my goal is to not I don't want every black owned business in this guide. And I'm sorry,
correct.
I have to
Yeah.
say it is what it
Well,
is. I
it is what
can't
it is.
do it is what it is because not every business, it's not being black or Hispanic or any ethnicity, but not every business is a business. Some people are just like playing at this.
Yeah.
And but for the rest of us, this is real. This is like we're real blood, sweat, and tears, real hours, real effort, and we're pushing hard to
Hmm.
get our products in front of people, to get our platform in front of people, to do whatever we can without having that customer acquisition cost
Right,
be outweigh the cost of the product.
right, right.
And I see, like, you see how like people are actively working. You're in stationery stores, you go to trade shows, like this. So this, like, I wanted to have a space where we can all start to like come in and start talking about who we can go shopping with, who we shouldn't shop with,
Right,
because like, why would I shop with somebody scamming people? Like, why
yeah,
would I shop with somebody stealing from someone?
right.
But I see, and I've seen Jean, like, I see her at the trade show. She's regular at certain events. I'm just like, she is out there like every weekend. Like this, it's your job, and you've got a 9 to 5,
Yes,
and
yes.
you got kids,
And my mama.
and
Yep.
the mama. Like it's a lot of work and it's not easy. So this is
Yeah,
why we have like this is why I was just like, okay, we need to have a platform or a space. And I know I'm not the only one out here talking about black owned businesses, but I do it my way, and that's what makes me unique, and that's what I love about my platform. But I also want to give fair warning to the people who are doing some dirty stuff,
yeah,
because why support the scammer and the fraud when you can learn more about brands like Little Feat Opus?
yeah.
Like people who are actively out here, like working hard, humping and grinding and doing all the things
Mhm.
and are real
Right.
and your neighbor.
And
Like,
it takes very little effort
hmm?
to
And
find out if that's a legitimate place that you are supporting.
yeah,
Right? Very little effort to try and find out before you hit click. I get it. We're up at 3 in the morning. You can't go back to sleep. Oh, that sweater's nice.
you're like,
You
now
know,
she made that look good.
yeah, that would look good with those jeans I just got. You know, and before you know it, you're PayPaling your life away, right? For a product that you're never going to get.
You're never gonna get. And the crazy thing is, and somebody said I'm like one of the only people out here talking about scammers. I think there are a handful of other people, but I'm very much focused on the black community. I know that there's a guy who's talking about like phone scammers, and
Hmm.
there's another guy who's talking about like the crazy crap that you get on TikTok Shop. Is it real or is it fake? I do not want to put my credit card on anyone's shady business account because they will run with that and keep going. And
Listen, I won't even do it. I don't even use my card on Instagram or Facebook. I did it for the first time the other day on Facebook in order to donate to a cause.
mhm.
And the minute I did that, Meta was like, "We'll keep your card in this basket." I was like, "No, please erase the card.
Erase the
Like,
card. Yeah,
I don't
erase
need you
card.
keeping it."
Don't keep it.
And no, no. I'm like, "No, y'all want too much. No,
Yeah.
can't have it."
There's so many great black owned businesses out here, and I think what people are having a hard time deciphering is like, oh my God, like they said, well, why don't they advertise more? Do y'all understand? She's about to fall out. she, she's gonna fall out. Like the cost of advertising is
Guys,
not what it used to be back in
guys.
2020, back in 2019. You can run an ad on Facebook or Instagram for like $100 and get in front of a ton of people. Now it's
Listen,
gonna cost you about a couple $1,000s.
and I get it. I get when people say, "Well, why don't you do this?" or "Why don't you do that?" and "Why don't you do this?" And I really do understand that sentiment. But it's
For the love of
also
everything.
like I'm doing I'm already doing X. I'm already doing Y. I'm already doing Z, you know? So it's like I got to pick my poison,
Yeah.
right? I got to pick
And the
my poison.
funding is not really out there for a lot of small businesses right now,
Well,
let
definitely.
alone black owned.
Right.
Yeah. So that's another reality. And a lot of people think like, oh, like I you see all these ads about people just getting $50,000. Yeah, they're doing it in some of the shadiest sideways ways. I'm not trying to like, do some weird credit thing to get $50,000. You'll end up with $50,000 at
Listen, and if you're not a God-fearing woman, like, are you kidding me? Like, if you don't believe in karma,
oh my God.
if you don't believe, if you don't believe in just the goodness of self, right? In the goodness of self, I look at each one of my customers as like, oh my God, you
Hmm.
connected with something that I put out in the ethers. It connected with you. It did
Hmm.
something for you. You're going to gift it to someone. You're going to share it with somebody. I helped you express to someone else what they mean to you. That's a
Hmm.
gift,
That's a
right?
gift.
So for me to take something that God has gifted me with this ability, for me to give to you and then to take advantage of you, like what
Why?
universe is this?
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
What's going on? And I really want people to understand, like, when people like yourself design things like your stationery line, like your cards. Like, and she does it on cards. She does it on bags. Some of the images are on T-shirts. You want this on like a keychain pin? She's got that also. And but these images mean something specifically to you. Like you haven't like this is something that you birthed. You created
Yeah.
these images. So you will forever have a connection to all of these images. Like this image here, between this one and the girl flying, I yeah, I know the mermaid one's cute, but the chick flying with her head back because this one, you just yes, this one. Like I don't know what it is because it
She
feels like
she is
freedom.
actually the best seller that I have. She's the and it doesn't matter what she's on. If she's on a tote, if she's on a bag, if she's the card, if she's the keychain, she's people just gravitate towards her. And what she is, she's a leap of faith. That's what she is. So like
We all need that leap of faith black chick in our life. Like,
mm.
'cause it just feels like, ah, like, ooh, yeah. Just, like, okay, now here's, and I noticed as I was just looking at your website again, because, and I know I had this comment when I was doing stationery, and I still do, because one of my neighbors just like, when are you gonna do it? Um, y- boys.
Ugh.
I know!
So
See, I
so
know, see, the funny
so
thing
let
is,
me
I know the answer to this because I know. Like
so I have two boys. I don't have girls. I have two boys.
mhm,
And some of the cards are inspired by them. But it was so important when I first started my line to empower women,
mhm.
that the messaging still worked for boy, but you had a girl on the card, right? It's almost like when folks go, oh, well, but I don't have any black friends, or I don't have anybody of a person of color that I could send this card to. Okay, well, if we thought like that,
We would have never
we'd have
bought a
never bought a
stationery
card.
for. We would have never bought a card.
We'd have never bought a card.
It between like
So
the 50s and like 90s.
between the 50s and like yesterday, like,
Yeah,
you know what I
like
mean? So it's like, um, you know, I think boys are coming. I think just not now. I have a couple of cards that have a boy
boy
on
on
them.
it. Yeah,
Um,
I've seen like I think I've seen two,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I'll say this for the boy, and I know because I know the moms are always like, "What about the boys? I have these
yeah,
boys."
yeah.
I will say most boys don't want this. And
So
I
yeah,
know y'all may like hem me up in the comment section. I will be happy to take on this conversation, but
it's
most boys, and I'll say of boys of a certain age,
boys
like
of a
after I want to
certain
say like
age.
over 5 or 6, like
Yeah, I would
they
say
get rough
it.
and tumble.
They're they're a harder sell um than the girls
The girls
are
are,
after, like you were saying, like the 10 years old, the
yeah,
10 years old and up. They're a harder sell. What I find boys being into, and whether it's a female or a male image or whatever, is all the anime. My kids are crazy over the anime. you
yeah,
know so anime has touched a spark, right? So what we need is more black anime.
yeah. Like
you know
because if do I even have something close? Okay, so for those who don't know, and this isn't my favorite image, but one of the images that I have. Where is she at? Where is she at? Like, so I did stationery, and I still do. I still have it like here in the house.
mm-hmm.
Um, and Jean's seen it, so I
Yep,
had like the whole line
yep,
of student folders, positive
yep,
image on the outside, and then
yep,
you had positive messaging on the inside.
yep.
Love it. But and I had it's all for like my whole line, girls. So
Mm-hmm.
when my neighbor was just like, "When are you gonna have something for boys?" and the 8 people who asked me, "What about the boys?" and I literally asked like 200 boys. Like, and I'm not kidding. And I'm saying I'm lowballing that number. I asked like young men between the ages of I'll say 10. I'll say 10. And I did ask a father at a trade show in Atlanta once, and he had his sons with him. It was his wife, him, and his sons. And I think his youngest was like 6 or 7, somewhere around there. And he had like a 15-year-old. And even the dad was just like, his,
They're just,
but then
it's
oh,
not, it's not a, well, how do they call it when it's your group, when it's your,
niche.
not
Ooh.
niche, but it's not your demographic.
Yeah.
They're not the demographic
They're not the
for,
demographic. And then I found that a lot of the boys just don't want it. And then people say, oh, well, it's not about the boys buying it, it's about the moms buying it for the boys. Well, the reason we create things is so that it has a lasting effect. It's something impactful. It makes you feel something. And if it's just the mom feeling something and the boy's just like, okay, thank you. And one kid said he goes, "Yeah, I'll take it, but I'll most likely destroy it. So like it'll get used." I'm like, "Okay, I don't want you to destroy my product that I spent like all this time on." Just like, I'm like,
thank you for your honesty.
thank you for your honesty. But I feel like when it comes to images, and I'm not saying that, and this is not like for every single person, but I find that young boys, young men need something else, but I don't know what that is
What
just
it is.
yet.
Yeah, yeah,
And
agreed.
once I do find it or figure it out to a level where it's very impactful and very meaningful, that it very prideful. I think that's what young men need. They need positive images that make them feel that they're proud to be a young black man.
Yeah.
And that's all hope.
Also,
But
a lot of things are changing. Like a lot of um my boys, I don't know if it's because I'm their mama or whatever, but they do not have a problem walking around with SOAR keychain or
mhm.
mermaid phone thing on their phone. They don't have a problem with walking around with the tote that's got the image on it, you know,
Okay.
and stuff. And I have found that part of it is more freeing, where they're like, yeah, it's a nice tote, it's a nice image. I can use it to get my stuff or whatever. Yeah, I like that keychain. I'll put that on my keys. So, some of that is,
Yeah.
you
It's a
know,
thing. It's a thing.
it's a thing.
Yeah. But it's just I want people to understand like the reason that a lot of the images or positive images of black people are mostly black women is because black women need that. And I'm not saying that black men don't need it or young black boys
Yeah,
don't need it,
yeah, yeah.
but young black, like as a black woman, I know that feeling of being a young black girl, not being able to see myself as often, as frequently. And now with this craziness of how things are right now and with the government, a lot of things are disappearing because a lot of these businesses can't stay in business because the cost of taxes, like dolls. Oh my god! Now I'll post a video later on tonight about dolls, and I think their email will be going out either today or tomorrow about black owned doll brands. But dolls aren't made in America. Like,
No, there's so many things that are not made in America. And it's not that you wouldn't support American made, right? I would love to be able to get um my keychains, for instance. My keychains
mhm,
come from overseas.
yeah,
They, they even if I was dealing with a buyer in the United States, they're getting it from
from
overseas.
overseas, yeah.
you know so notebooks. Oh my god, Shauna, how many conversations have we had over notebooks?
Okay, so spiral, because I was like back in the day, because right now, like back in the day, I wanted my images.
Didn't we contemplate opening a notebook?
Yes. Back in the day, I wanted to get my images on spiral notebooks. I mean, when I tell you, I was like, I'm about to fly out to India because there's only primarily 3 countries in the world
Yep,
who make spiral notebooks: India, Vietnam, and China.
yep.
Um, and but then I'm starting to look at the numbers. I'm like, okay, I would have to pull in a whole pallet or a whole box, and how many to fill up this case. How am I
500 of
pushing
one
this out?
image.
Yeah, like how am I selling these things? And that's the thing. Like, you can spend thousands of dollars on getting a product and having it shipped into the United States, but if you can't sell it, no matter
Yeah.
how great that product is, if you can't sell it and move it,
Yeah.
then you just have a house full of products that you
Yeah.
still have to continuously push out and sell.
Yeah.
And I think, and now with the taxes, oh my God.
Tariffs.
So now the taxes on everything, I don't think people understand. Like, a lot of small businesses front end loaded the year
Yeah.
because they understood, like, oh, the taxes, importation tax, are going to go up. Let me get even my winter line
Yes.
purchased
Ordered
now.
now. So everything's lean.
Yeah, let me get it all now in the first quarter. But these are products that are meant for third and fourth quarter.
Hmm.
And but this is something that the big box stores typically do. Walmart and Targets, they've already had their Christmas products in the warehouse by June.
Yes.
I mean, it's landed, it's distributed, ready to go out in June,
Hmm.
so that they don't have to worry about it having to, like, be short or not having it in.
Right.
But now with these taxes, everything's much more expensive. Everything. Like, you're literally paying twice as much for the same product. And you have to raise the price of the product now because you're not going to eat that cost, because that's not a business, that's a charity.
My thing is that, this awful cycle that we seem to be in, it's just awful, right? Because
Mhm.
I'm also a consumer, right? So I know that I'm going to have to pay more for that product. It's like, okay, how much more are you going to take from me?
Mhm.
Like how much more? How much more are we going to be able to get from people? It's like it's such a vicious
Yeah.
cycle.
And I'm seeing some of my favorite black owned businesses, small brands, going out of business because they can't weather the storm
Yeah,
of these tariffs. And it's
yeah.
it's it's a real thing. But the scammers are running ads like nobody's business. Scammers are running ads like
Well,
nobody's
you know
business.
why? Because they don't have to keep any product because they don't have no product.
Exactly. They have no products. Yeah. Oh my God. So I just now post about this later on tonight too. So I'll put this in the video. So someone came into one of my videos over on TikTok talking about how she purchased from one of the websites that Be Rich sells, was running an ad from. So the video that they were running was a black owned business. It's an African brand. A silly by Neliaka, that big purse with
Yeah, with the
the
fringe things.
fringe on it. Yes.
Hmm.
So she sees the video, she goes and buys it, and she came into my comment because she saw my video, and she was just like, "Oh, I bought that," and she goes, "It's nothing like the image." I said, "Girl, you bought from the scammer." I said, "Can you send me the picture?"
Oh my god, I want to see it.
It's not good. And I'm like, and I hate to laugh, but I'm just like, fuck, that's another person that got scammed. They don't have products. They're gonna sell you some crap. But they're using black images. They're selling content. So when people ask about, like, copyright and trademark and putting your logos on things, half the videos that they're stealing still have the person's actually saying the name of the business in the video.
I don't, and I know that you're working on this or whatever. I don't understand how they can blatantly do this. I don't get it.
Because everybody's getting paid everybody's getting paid except the person getting scammed. So, which leaves the liability to the person who owns the image or the person who knows that it's a scam. And if you have time for it, typically I can save the video and make a post about it later,
Right,
or leave a comment in it. But I still, I have a 9 to 5.
right,
I got my mom, I got this, I got that,
right.
I got a business to run, I got a platform to push forward.
Push forward.
I
Yeah,
I
like
have
how much
business
can
just
you
to,
take on?
yeah, how much can I take on? So somebody reached out to us and said, "Hey, what about like you adding in a takedown service?" Uh, okay, okay.
I mean, yeah, that's great, but I don't have maybe that's something you table for the future, right? You hire another 10 James, once you're rolling in the dough.
No,
Stuff,
listen. So James
you
and
know?
I literally had to sit down, and I was just like, "So James, can we do this?" And he was just like, "I'll try. Let's see." Like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, James, we're gonna do it. We're gonna throw in this takedown service. We're gonna show you all the content that we have reported. We're gonna hope that the community supports us by at least
Right.
subscribing to the sales guide. Subscribe to the
Yes.
sales guide, $9.20 a month. And
Yep.
that'll help pay for us to take down these sites so that it makes it a little bit safer and protects the black dollar as best we can because they're stealing black content for a reason.
Because
They're stealing
we
black,
buy the stuff,
yeah.
right?
We
We
see
buy the
like,
stuff. We are like the creators of cool. So we
yeah,
buy the stuff. And because you're also thinking that you're supporting another
black owned
black
business.
owned business.
And I know if one more person comes into my comment section about a Froila,
Who's a Froiler? I haven't come across them, thank God.
ooh, so a Froila,
Oh God.
just make sure I can say this in the right way because I will be posting this live. A Froila. No, okay, so you know how you create a social media account when you start your business?
Yeah,
So you create a social media account when you start your business because you're like, you know what, I have a product or I have a business, I have a product to sell, I have a service to sell. Let me start a social media account. And I'm here in America, so it's an American base. Here's my phone number, da da da. And you go on from that because that's you telling the truth about who and how you are and where your product's from and where you are, da da da.
right.
A Froila slash Melanista is in Vietnam,
Oh,
but they have a black woman who says that now she is the owner of a Froila.
really?
And she's not the only one. There's another website that's doing the same thing where they sell these leather like purses that have very positive images of black women or a very black forward purse, black imagery. But when your account is in Vietnam, are you really gonna tell me that you're in Vietnam?
So we go back again to the whole karma and whatever.
Yeah,
And you hope that this person is being truthful, or have you just been bought to be the face of
of a
this
business.
of a business?
Now, when they were initially Melanista, the reviews were so bad, they're so horrible that that's how they ended up in the 8 No Way section. The reviews were
Mm.
horrible. And I was just like, well, this is not even a black owned business because they said it's not a black owned business. They say that you're from Vietnam. So it wasn't a black owned business when they were Melanista for like a year. But then they added in an AI image of a family that was black.
Is this person an AI image?
No, this person is a real person now. They took down the image. Of course, I have screenshots and screen recordings of all of it.
Of course you do.
Girl keeps records. I gotta
What
keep
did you
records of
say?
things.
You're not a. What
I
is
keep,
it? You're.
I keep, I keep records. I got
What?
hard drives
What do
and
you say? You say
backups.
that you're not. You're not an influencer. You're a
I'm an informant.
an informant.
I am not
So
an influencer. I'm an
gotta have
informant.
receipts.
Yeah, gotta have receipts. So it's just like it's just so when people ask me like, oh, what about a frill? Like I would never shop there. I just want to shop there. Like if you want to shop with them, then that's your thing.
Right.
Okay,
Right. Right.
but I don't like my ethics don't allow me to support anything like that. It
No.
just
No.
doesn't.
No.
So, but businesses like yours, Little Feet's Opus, with the flying black angels, the flying. Listen, like it's like I'm just like all your stuff it's just so sweet. Like, and
Mm,
you show up consistently always. Like, you
Thank
are
you.
constantly showing up for your business.
Thank
Constantly showing up for your business. And I am super excited that you're now in Home Goods.
thank you. I am too. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you posting about that? Like, I don't see any of
Not
your content come across my
okay.
FYP.
So I don't know why, because I was posting when the stuff hit the stores during the summer months, the other order. I don't think they've hit the stores just yet for winter. I think like this I don't they had to be on the floor by the 7th or something like that. So I think in the next couple of weeks they'll be hitting the store. So I'll be posting. I like to post when they're actually in the store.
Tag
You
me
know,
or just send
I
it
don't
to
like
me.
to say, oh, they're coming, and then they've all burned up in some warehouse somewhere. So,
Oh, and she makes Christmas ornaments.
yes, yes, we have the wooden Christmas ornaments that
She makes
are
Christmas ornaments
popular.
that I can't talk about or I can't.
No, no, no. So you can talk about the ornaments, Shauna. The ornaments are fine. It's the other thing.
What other thing?
I'm not telling you. Now you don't know, so you have to
She
call me
said,
after.
this just looks like she was always
I'll be
talking
talking.
because the Christmas or the tris. Oh, I know now. I'm gonna talk about it because they're just fabulous. Okay, so what she doesn't want me to talk about are her tree toppers. And so she has these tree toppers because I can't explain it. I was like, how you sell something and you want to keep it under wraps? I don't understand this. This is not business. That's not business. It's not marketing. We have to talk about the good stuff you got. So she has these tree toppers, right? That she makes it super cute, super adorable, super unique. Has the same type of aesthetic as this, but they're just super cute but she sells them at like your Facebook group
So, so
because I can't even explain it.
yeah,
This is
all
why she
right.
doesn't want me talking about it. But
Okay.
since she's here,
So
she can
they're
explain it.
they're called Afro Angels. Okay,
They're so
and
cute. They're so cute.
they are made of 85% recycled material. So back in my architecture days, I would get she said the thing you can't talk about.
Yeah,
um,
we're talking about the
so
thing I can't talk about. Yeah,
So they I have like swatches, like upholstery swatches, all kind of swatches of stuff, right? And I started making these in 2019, I think it was. And I made the first one because I couldn't find an angel that I liked at the store. Okay, so it prompted me to kind of make my own. So over the years they've developed. And what happened was in 2020 when we all went on the lockdown, I made a small bunch and I had a Zoom with my family and close friends and we did an auction. Okay. We did an
gotcha.
auction. It was super fun. We had a great time, raised money and stuff like that. So since 2020, I've been doing the auction with my family and friends and it's grown, like the group has grown and stuff like that. And every year I sell out of the angels. So let me just explain. The angels are amazing. I love working on them. They are also
Time.
extremely messy because I am like a mad scientist when I'm putting these things together. I could be working on 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 at a time. And it's like, oh, that little piece of material needs to go right here. And oh, that little piece of wire needs to happen here and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you one because I do have one that I keep on
I
my,
was about to,
on
I was
my,
about to pull up a picture. I was just like, let me see.
one that I keep on my shelf here
Okay.
and stuff. So what happens is that now what I've decided to do, and it's the way that I can still keep the joy in what I'm doing, is that I create what do you call it? A bunch, a collection
A
at the
20.
end of every year. And
Mhm.
I go from I'm making them now. My place is throw up right now. And I make them, and then they're done being made by Thanksgiving. And whatever I've made is what I've made. And then I have the Zoom. The usually it's the Sunday after Thanksgiving, and they're all gone. Like we bid, people bid, they fight, they argue, they want that one, they want this one, or whatever, and they all go. So then what happens is it's very seldom that I will have any left for public, to sell to the public. So that is why I don't really advertise them, Shauna,
I just, I
outside
think,
of that. But
listen,
let me,
you can add more people to the beat down. Let me go get it group, because that's what it is. These people fight to the deaths to get these toppers, and they're just so fun and whimsical and sweet and just yeah, they're just I don't know. I just think they're super cute. I just think they're super cute and so unique. And I'm just like, yeah.
so,
Listen,
we
because we
fight.
fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let
So,
more people in on the fight.
and
That's what I'm saying.
also, it's also my way of giving back. I'm always looking at how to give back. How can I give back? Because I used to think that, oh, I need to make X amount of dollars, and then I can donate, blah, blah, blah. And that's not true, right? So I can find little ways to give back. I've donated Mother's Day cards to people who were collecting cards to give them to inmates.
Mm-hmm.
So there's always somewhere that you can do it. So what's happened with the Angels now since last year, um, all of the proceeds at that auction go to a charity.
Which is awesome.
You
I
know,
think you should just open it up to everybody so that everybody can fight.
no,
Everybody can fight. Every Let us all in on the fight, Gene. Just it's on Zoom. So it's, how bad can it get? Like I know where you live.
and that's Delisa's like, no.
She's like, I'll never get one again. Yeah. So like, but I think what I always want people to see is like the diversity of your skill set. Like you
Oh,
aren't
thank
just doing
you.
cards, you're not doing just bags, you're not like you do so much more and you like this is why I want more people to know like what businesses like yours are out here doing and the amount of work behind what you do. Jesus, it gets crazy fun. Like, listen, Miss Lee's, I think you're an insider. Like,
She's definitely on the Zoom list.
it's like I have not made the Zoom list. I don't. I'm like, hey, can I get one of those? But no, I will love, like, I just want people to know, like, these are the business owners that are out here. These are the business owners that you can go shopping with. And these are, like, Gene is just one of thousands of business owners that are out here who just need to get in front of more audience, like another audience, and so that people know, like, you can go buy her stuff.
Yeah,
Like, you don't have to just go to Hallmark. And now that more and more people are shopping online, because they don't want to go out to Target. They don't want to go know who you're shopping with
yeah.
and why you want to shop with them, why you want to support them.
Be
Um,
intentional.
being
Be
intentional
intentional.
about yeah, being really very much intentional about who you're shopping with, what black-owned businesses that you want to support, or if it's not a black-owned business, what small businesses in your community that you want to support. They desperately need your help right now,
Yeah,
and it's not like if we don't patron them, we will lose them.
yeah.
It's not even a question of if. And people are like, oh, it's like changing of the guards and small businesses go into business all the time. Like, yeah,
No,
but not for the reasons that we're experiencing now.
right.
Like it's it's a different climate and it's a different atmosphere, and the cost of marketing to get your product in front of new eyes
Yeah,
is insanely expensive.
yeah.
Like I know people saw that video of Cardi B and the Botana oil video that I made, but the issue is I was like, that's not a small business that she's talking about.
No.
Do you know how much money it costs to get your product in the hands of a Cardi B?
Yeah, and how and the opportunity that they try to create in order to make that happen. Like, and nothing could have come of it either, right? Like
Mhm.
you could do all of that and nothing comes of it.
And nothing comes of it. Nothing at all. Like you can spend $30,000 with an influencer and sell 10 things.
Yeah,
Sell 100 of your products.
yeah,
That doesn't cover the cost of the amount of money that you put into that. Now you're
correct.
deep in a deeper hole.
Yeah.
So well, I just want to try to get as creative as I possibly can.
Well, I'm gonna stay with my format.
Yeah, I'm gonna get as creative as I possibly can and start adding more value to our platform. So yeah,
Yeah,
we have the Black Buying Guide so you can know who you can go shopping with. We have the Ain't No Way list so that you can. And if you find a business that you're just like, I don't know about that, send it over to James. Monday through Saturday, 11 to 6. Say, James, can you check out this website for me? And would you guys put it in the Ain't No Way section?
right.
Because James is about that life right now. We listen, if like what we really want to do is be that place where people feel comfortable knowing that they can go shopping with some businesses and know who not to shop with on these social media streets,
Yeah.
because for every account that like we're gonna hope to take down Be Rich. That's our goal right now. They're,
Let's
we're hoping to,
go.
we're hoping to shut them down, yeah.
Let's go.
We're hoping to or make a huge dent in his wallet this holiday season. Yes. How do we send stuff to James? If you're in the like, are you talking about a physical product or a website? Because if you go to shopthehood.store, there's a live chat. I think it's still open right now. James is still there right now because it's 5:35 Eastern Standard Time. So Monday to Sunday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. James is on that live chat, and shopthehood.store is the black buying guide that I run. If you want to purchase some stationery, because I'm gonna get one of those keychains with the flying angel thingy, the leap of faith girl. Like I love her. I want to get one of those. That's at littlefeetsopus.com, and you'll be able to buy some of Jean's stationery and home goods. She dropped that nugget like it wasn't nothing. Like anytime. And then if you have any questions about the website, or if you don't have the website link, you can go to any post on my social media feed and put in guide, put in black guide, and we'll send it to you. We'll send you the link to our website in your DMs. And that's only on Instagram and Facebook. Does not work on TikTok. Like TikTok's got to get their act together. We got to work on that somehow. But yeah, like Jean, I just love your stuff. Like it's just so.
I love you, Shauna.
It's so sweet. It's just all of your stuff is just so freeing. It's just like it's like black girl joy.
Yes.
Like that's the best way to explain your entire line. Black girl joy. So if you want some black girl joy in your life, Little Feet's Opus. Or go to Home Goods, because she's there too. Yeah. Oh my god.
I
Oh my god.
know.
Yeah, I'm over at Home Goods. Like, girl, what? Somebody said, yeah, I saw her stuff there. Like, y'all been there? Like, what? Yeah. I don't get out all that often. Like, as many of y'all know, like, I'm just shopping online for a whole lot of stuff. Yeah.
I know.
I love you too, Black Safari. This
Aw.
is See, we're gonna do this more often, Gene. We're gonna do this again, like
Yeah.
after Thanksgiving
Okay.
events.
Okay.
And we can do this again,
Okay.
so
All right.
that
I'm game.
you can get comfortable. This is why I
Yeah.
need to like yank some of these business owners like out of their comfort zone and pull them live. Get comfortable going live.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
And then
I,
like more of the community can be like, oh my god, what's going on with Jean? What's other stuff? Is she in another store?
I'll let you know.
Okay. But you guys said thank you, Jean. You've been awesome. Thank you for
Thank
sharing your
you.
line and everything that you've got.
I
And if you
appreciate
again,
you.
please make sure you follow Jean and keep up with her. And if you have any sales, Gene, again, remember, just send it over to James and he'll take care of that.
Yeah, but yes, I will do that.
Because
Oh,
we're talking sales, buying black for the holidays, yeah, all kinds of stuff. She said, started following Gene now. Thank you. You got to
oh,
follow her.
thank you. Thank you.
Follow her, go shopping with her, share her stuff. If you can't do anything, even if you can't buy anything, hitting that
Yeah.
repost button,
Yes.
um, that helps out small businesses to
A lot.
no end.
Yes.
That it's absolutely free. Hit the repost button, absolutely free.
Yes.
And then for my stuff, just hit that repost button or comment because y'all gonna see a whole bunch of stuff
Yes.
about the holiday season and who we trying to like shut down.
Well,
Yeah.
shut it down. Shut it
Shut it
down.
down. Yeah. And if you want to donate, support us by buying our subscribing to our black buying. I'm sorry, our black sales guide is $9.20 a month. That money goes to marketing because once we get to 1,000 subscribers, baby, the ads will start flowing,
Yeah.
and you get who you can shop with, who you shouldn't shop with. Um, yeah, we have to protect our money as best we can, especially right now in these
Yeah.
crazy streets.
Absolutely.
But
I
Jean,
appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your platform, for sharing it with me and having me on.
always and always. I finally got you
I
on.
know.
just, just like, oh, going live. Like, yeah. I was like, okay, next time I'll like move the image down so people can see more of it here, and I'll put the name. Yeah, I gotta figure that out later. Okay.
All right. Thank
But thank you
you.
guys so much. Make sure you stay tuned, follow us for more stuff, and stick around because there's more Black businesses that will be coming on that we'll be sharing with you from now until the end of the year. Like same thing as last year. We're gonna be super Black for the holidays.
There we go.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys
Bye.
later.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.